Last one. I didn't really see the chat, so sorry for my overreaction right there. There should no longer be any delays. Now we can finally say that knife round will commence 4th. It will go underway. And like, if you guys heard me, I'm saying that with my sarcastic tone, the CTs will be. It seems like there's already an exchange happening right here, 1-for-1. In fact, it will still be almost for a 1-for-1, but it's a 2v2. But the terrorist is now in a disadvantage. Flatterer will take down one down with him, but the captain making a heroic play there, and coming up. So it seems like Beast's team will be going for the CT side. I mean, it does make sense. This is a very heavily T-sided map, but a few changes that underwent in the passes may have shifted the demographic of this map a little bit. But it will seems like a conventional play will be coming up. But Corny will be the lone A defender. He might just walk into a flood of terrorists just streaming in. I think he spotted a few hits. He spotted 2 out. He's not really going to try and contest for it. He's just going to play for retake and regrouping. Now site is compromised by the terrorists, but rather very dysfunctional. Now it seems like they're all boxed in, and Corny will be making first contact. Actually takes out Dirty. The refrag doesn't come out, but fortunately enough, Rosen's fast enough to catch one off. But the CTs are actually making lots of work right here. They're making this retake look very doable. Max God just playing around the boxes, able to get one down with the clean hit shot by Alucard from A-Long. Is able to take him down for a safe first round. It seems like there's something going on right here. The defuse should come in relatively soon. 1-0 it would be for Team Beast. Good start. They won the knife round, and rightly so. They also kicked things off with a good pistol round. Very packed. We love to see some competition. But it seems like knowing that they have gone the plan, the silent terrorists might want to go for a force buy right here. A little bit of a cluster going on here in this B-long area. I think they spotted EvG actually starting things off with a deagle of his own, getting one of B-long, but will be traded off by Beast. But Flatter is just there again for some team backup. The bomb will be making its way up to heaven. It seems like it will be a very potential B hit. Alucard's still very isolated away, but Rikudo is still making a lot of plays right here from this B-long position. He spots one out in the back, actually able to take him down as well, and quickly turns back towards that normal B-long position for the final nail in the coffin. 2-0. They deny the force buy. Now this could heavily injure the T-side's economy. We could see Dirty with $0. Seems like he will spend everything. ABX, the lone rifler, he has to make a lot of work here, but he will be making his way with towards this a long position with another rifleman with him coming along soon. Seems like it will be a very fast A split right now, but Alucard is playing relatively a little bit safe. He wants them to walk right into his crosshair, but is he aware? Frozen actually getting one in the tunnel's position, and Max God may have actually caught Rikudo being a little bit awkward with that positioning. Frozen actually catches also Beast in the transition, but the bomb does drop in front of Alucard. ABX is able to refrag right now, and Flicky trying to make as much work as he could right now. He has an AUG, it's 4v1, but the close range of Frozen coming in with the 3k right there. It seems like the good old shotgun will be making most of the work right now. There goes the first round on the board for Team EvG. Frozen is top fragging. He's double off his deaths. It looks like there's going to be some contact plays right here coming up for mid. Corny a little bit late. Maybe he's lagging. I know he's not from this he's not good in this particular region. But they're actually kicking things off with the tunnel push right there, catching them off guard, and the need to come out as well to deal more damage. Alucard grabbing one back of his own. Corny trying to make some work of himself, give himself some breathing space, but ABX is just going to deny that. Now it seems like it's starting to be a little bit more even. The scores are tied at the current moment, 2-2. Both teams have their ups and downs already. It's great. Bomb will be making its way to this A side. We know that sometimes it's a little bit much more easier. Corny with a rather strange buy, but it may work out for him. He could just grind some meat at this point. He is the meat grinder in the end, but would the terrorists be aware of it? In fact, Flatter will be opening things up towards that tunnel's position, and I'm not so sure whether they have one held in for him, but it seems like most of the action is taking elsewhere towards that B-long position. The bomb actually will go down to the hands of Alucard. All sight on the bomb. He swaps his weapon. Very awkward timing, but able to recover fast enough to take down Max. 3v1 situation, he is still disadvantaged. I don't know how he's going to make this one. Well, Flatter with the very nice free fire will take down Alucard with the AUG of it was a pretty well played round right there from the terrorists. It was very wide spread out for such a small map. They were trying to go for the picks by picks. Now they have finally regained their lead. They were 2-0 down, and rightly so, they are now 3-2 up. How would the counter-terrorists respond to this one? Beast with a very interesting position. Yes, it could do lots of damage in this position. But it seems like he's just going to relocate towards this backside. We do know that many players also do get plays here. A little bit of huddling towards this CT area. Corny seems like he will be taking charge of this flank. Frozen is trying to see if he can catch anyone off over aggressing, but the bomb will actually be making its way down towards this A side. They're going to regroup for this A hit. The smokes already come out, set pieces out. Alucard just creeping up, spots one out, but is unable to connect any shots whatsoever. Flicky is just trying to scramble and see that if he can just stop anyone in the transition towards side, but he's flashed off. Forces him to fall back. But this is a very interesting play right now. Flatter, that's rather strange. Flicky is unable to actually connect the frag there at least. And now it seems like they will be hitting towards this B side. It's now all down to Beast with an SA-58. He seems like trying to isolate this situation, but it's not ready for the B long push. It was just way too fast for him to expect it. Now Ridoku actually catches ABX in a very awkward position, just watching down the tunnels, but is dealt off with by Max with an SG of his own. The terrorists seem to have a very good momentum at the current moment. It's nice to see all of that happening right now. 2-4, that's the scoreline. And here we have the KD, the Q board, leaderboard. You can see that the bottom frags, especially Flick, is really underperforming. Dirty is trying to make rather a play again down here in this tunnel's position. He is looking back and forth, but Alucard is actually going to respond first with a frag of his own towards that A position. But so far, Dirty is still undetected. He's pushed in so far into this A-Tan's position. If he actually catches one off rotating over here, or he could catch one with his back faced, Alucard is only 3 HP. He's very vulnerable to Dirty's Vector. But Dirty is going to rather play this one safe. ABX will be doing the dirty work instead. He might catch a Beast in transition. Dirty is not checking his backs. It was very awkward once again. But Beast able to connect the frag to make things even. 3v3. ABX will actually be making me eat my words again by taking down Flick right there. Rosen's coming in a very powerful position. He could shut the whole forest down. Are they aware that... I think he revealed his position. Oh, the timing was a little bit awkward. He just threw a nade out, but Max is there to help him out. And so is ABX to shut down one more flanker coming in from that A-long position. B just caught by himself, slowly approaching towards the east side. 5 rounds in a row. Not a bad start. They could do lots of work with this. The counter-terrorists haven't actually made a statement for themselves just yet. Maybe they're just a little bit more sloppy towards this later rounds. That nade was pitch perfect by Dirty. And in fact, there will be deploying a second nade to deal off with Beast. And that nade may have actually been the game changer for this round. They are now a man advantage up. Very tactical play. It was nice to see them coming up with this great communication. Alucard is the only lone A defender. So at most there should be two towards his B side. But now it looks like they're going to split up for this potential A hit. Frozen is just trying to see if he can catch anyone off rotating, while the rest of his gang regroups up towards this A long. Now is Alucard able to shut this down? Flashes go out for the tunnels position. Double smokes for CT, trying to see if he can inflict as much damage as possible through the smoke, but the terrorists are actually falling back. They're just leaving one man here by himself. Corny actually spots one out, rotating. I think he may have gotten a lot of intel, but I don't think he can do much about it. Alucard's trying to come in from this tunnels position to see if anyone's trying to be cheeky. Frozen just holding down. Maybe Corny might walk right into his crosshair. Accidentally shot the corpse. I think they reviewed the position, but Alucard from that tunnel position actually baits him out. Corny is able to refrag right there, but no longer so if Max and ABX come in with the kills like that just so quick. 6 round on the board. Yay. Now, just note that this is a little bit more T-sided of a map. We love to see a huge deficit between these two teams. But let's see if they can try and stabilize their first half as much as they can. Rico is very aggressive, over-aggressive. ABX catches him. And now this A-side defense just became worse and worse. It just comes all toppling down. The counter-terrorists looks like they're trying to scramble, and Alucard in a further position this time, but with a better weapon at least, could deal off more damage. They made it a side relatively, but Beast was undetected, climbing onto those boxes. ABX is down very low, and Alucard capitalized on his HP. The bomb is dropped in the middle of the site. Max crosses a little bit safely, but I think he trying to contest for this tunnels position. He's able to take down Flicky, but a very fast flank is coming up from Flatter. Very unexpected push right now, and now it seems like this should have no business at all for Corny to take this away. Corny again the P90. These players, some of them are very low. If you could get 1 or 2. Very sloppy flash right there, but seems like a bullet to his skull will get the 7th on the board for EvG right there. That's 7 rounds in the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Great showing from Flatter. That flank was very crucial. Alucard could have done more damage towards the side player, knowing that he was all there by himself. The quick flank ensures that his teammate is fine and well. Alucard likes playing this CT Arch a lot. Rikaru seems to lag out a little bit, loses the battle against Flatter, and Flick, with a little bit more long-range weapon, actually gets tagged down by a sniper. Will he get taken down? In fact, the nade won't reach far enough. He does take Frozen down with him, but he's very low at the current moment. EBX is just sneaking his way into towards this A site, as there are so many events happening elsewhere in the map. Beast connecting a nice stellar headshot there onto Flatter. The bomb is dropped. They should be able to gather more intel about this. Alucard is just trying to flank. They know that the bomb is down. They're not going to afford them to. They can't afford for the terrorists to rotate towards his A side. Max God also coming in with a flank of his own. B-Long is smoked off momentarily. Oh, but look how far in Alucard has pushed in. The bomb is on heaven. One of them has to go up. I'm not sure whether he's watching the right position. Dirty should be trapped. Max has to come in clutch now, right now. He's unaware, maybe. He's getting a little bit of a gist. He's able to connect the transfer. Dirty coming in one of his own as well, but Alucard is coming in. He's creeping from this 7 position. Have they read this one? The bomb will go down on side, and now that's a very awkward position to play on. There's 90 seconds left. Alucard's also exchanging shots. Both of them are 64 HP. This has just gone a little bit more closer than I thought. 12 seconds down on the clock. Max has to come in hero right here. Shots are being exchanged. Max is not really connecting much. He has to go straight for the plant for the money. Alucard with a little awkward spray, but will capitalize a secure 3rd round after what it seemed to be an unbroken streak coming out from EvG right there. The economy is still all fine for the terrorists. A lot of SG coming into play right now. Sniper as well. The guy will be making his way down to those tunnel position. 30. Seeing if he can open things up from this, from B long. Already made it a little bit deep. Smoke to deter off any player from that CTP long position. 30. Seems like he will be making the play, but Alucard very preposterously just pushed through the smoke, but the CT is coming in with the huge flank right here, able to take 2 down with them. The bomb is stuck in heaven. Bomb actually gets dropped, strangely enough, knowing that they haven't secured site yet. Beast 2 kills of his own, ensuring that the bomb should not be able to go down, and it's all down to Frozen with this U ratio, even unable to see Flick connecting a very nice headshot. And that's the 4th for them. It seems like they are trying to make a statement themselves after for so long. Last round and a half. Let's see if we can close this one out with a 7-5 potentially. We'd love to see a little bit of streak going back and forth. A little bit much more heavier A defense this time. I don't know whether this is a call from them, but Ricodo is just trying to get as much intel as possible. The terrorists are playing relatively really safe right now. They haven't made much contact or exchange of bullets, except towards that mid position, which is very common. Just pre-fire down their spawn too. Ricodo gets a lot of information, but I do not know whether Max is ready for them. Ricodo just slowly crouches into Max's side, able to finish him off with a clean headshot. No response whatsoever. Frozen, I think he may have spotted one towards out this tunnel's position. ABX coming from mid actually spots him trying to fall back, trying to scramble back. Oh, the bomber goes down by his own. Now that's a huge problem right here. Corny, he spots out the bomb towards his A-long position. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, the counter-terrorists are making plays themselves as well. It's all down to Frozen. Making a little bit of noise. I think they may have heard him out. He's haven't see if he can try and catch anyone over-aggressing. Beast is just holding down for this potential rotate from towards his mid position. 30 seconds on the clock. Frozen has to do something magical here to blow our minds out. Not blow my minds, but their heads too. Then it goes out. It seems like the counter-terrorist play style seems a little bit peculiar. They are very unaware. 9 seconds on the clock. I don't think he can do much here. Maybe he could get one frag of his own, but does he expect to be so tucked in to that corner? Actually, Beast makes his way towards the T-spawn, see if he can catch anyone saving. 7-5 will be the halftime score. I can't wait to see what these two teams have to offer. That's the leaderboards, my friends. And we're going to kick things off with an A rush. I don't know whether the CTs actually anticipate this at all, whether they've read it. 2 will be going towards this A position. 1 will be a little bit more closer up. They're just going to send Dirty in, or is he just going to get information? He's just trying to do a little bit of jiggle peeks, but he's not able to spot anyone out. I think if they call for a misrotation. Now the terrorists are making noise themselves. I think they should be able to get at least one away with them. being shut down by Corny's duelists. They're just storming into them. No mercy at all. They're just jumping right into tunnels. They are very preposterous. They are brave souls of themselves. Flicky making one of his own too, all the way from this A-long position. Damage being exchanged, but it seems like Rikodo making the duelists work with that range. A little bit of BM going on right here. I don't know whether the duelist was a tactical buy, but it worked out. 7-6. Can the side of Beast equalize this game? Can they get an equalizer here? 7-7 will be a great score to see right up, lit up in the scoreboard right now. Flicky taking down ABX, his partner in crime in most of his scrims. And it seems like they're going to try and aggress towards this mid position. They know that they've taken so much space. Rotates here are very, very lethal. You do not want, you cannot afford them to take mid control in a map like Raid. Max actually catching 1, 2, 3! No one was checking their backs. Max he just peeks up on Boiler, white swings, and there goes 3s in the blink of an eye. No damage taken whatsoever. He's trying to get a 4th as his own, but very poor sloppy trading coming back and forth. Frozen trying to deny any further pushing from this tunnel's position. 2 of them just got massacred. He saw his comrades just fall down here. See if he can get a weapon upgrade of his own. He spots out the SA. He's able to pick it up. The bomb is 26 HP down mid, and Frozen. Great awareness to acknowledge that the bomber should be somewhere around this mid position. And he catches out Flick in a very tight flank right there. Well played from Frozen. He read them like a book. Now the team will be bringing his Orc down towards his mid, but it seems like it will be a very fast banana split right here. 2 nades come out. Not the best flash right there, but let's see if they can take any more of their control. Dirty is coming with a very quick flank already. He's not going all out yet. Just yet. He's just slowly approaching. Maybe he could catch 1 or 2 right here. I don't think they expect him to be pushed up this early. Are they aware? Frozen does take 1 down towards that B-long. Dirty is seeing if he can make a big play. Oh, I think he has gotten the info. They're all heaven. They're just huddling. No one's watching steps as well. They don't expect 1 to be pushed in so early, but in fact they will be dropping down, and Corny will take then the lone side defender. That was ABX. Dirty! Finally the flank does come through. Gets 2 kills of his own. He can try getting a 3rd. Doesn't really stabilize, but his teammates does come for backup at the moment. Beast trying to make a statement for himself too. Gets 1, takes down 1 with him. (9-6). They're coming out with a very strong CT half. Oh boy, do we love to see them take the final spot. Seems like it will be a very fast tunnels push. You can hear the clicking of the M1887s. They'll be making their way down towards this B-Tun's position. Let's see if they walk into a mid-grinder. 1 from ABX, but unable to get 1 frag of his own. They're just going to be storming their way towards this B side. They're not going to allow regrouping to take place whatsoever. But Flatter and Frozen on the other side of the maps will actually get their own frags too. It doesn't matter if you come in tunnels, if you have these players still alive. Flatter, he is just not going to stop, will he? Rikodo should be able to get the bomb down. I don't know whether he's having difficulty. No one's holding towards the A position. We love to see ourselves some retake. It's P250. He does get the bomb down, but he could get a little bit of surprise here. I don't know whether people check this angle anymore. Ricardo turns away for the flash. I think he might have accidentally dropped. Oh no. 10s on the board, double digits. Finally secured on the side of EvG. They can smell their finals. They're hungry for them. A little bit of banter going on between back and forth these teams as well. The bomb is a little bit more hesitant. It seems like they will be stacking towards the A position. I don't know whether they read this one fully out. ABX will be... No one's on B side actually. The closest is that ABX, but it could be easily shut down from the Heaven players. Very potential B hit coming in right now. Bomber will actually be going to B long. We don't usually see this every day, huh? Flutter might get one here. But a crouching Alucard takes him down. The bomb will make its way to B side. The lone B defender ABX against all three. Able to get one, but unable to let the bomb go down. The 3v3 retakes position right now. Scenario. Max very far away from the scene. Alucard, the only Heaven player. Heaven plays are very, very crucial, especially in the B post plant. I think Dirty Jet's going to come in very aggressively. The shots aren't connecting. Very awkward exchange. But Alucard does come up on top, as he has always should have been. Frozen is trying to see whether he can connect any sort of wall banks, and I think Max is just trying to save. There's no point going for this. Frozen is trying to see if he can catch anyone off. Trying to trap them inside. Two will actually go down. Very costly round. Even the Heaven player too. It's only Beast, the lone survivor of the AK. Now we can finally see the terrorists with their response. Seems like they'll be trying to perform somewhat same of a strat, but the bomb will be conventionally going towards its Heaven position. Frozen actually playing a very interesting position, gets Beast over aggressing a little bit, trying to see if he can get an opener. Spots someone just trying to reclaim the bomb. That's three Heaven players just trapped. They have to try and make their way out of this. They just dug a hole for themselves. Frozen with a headshot to headshot position. Max with this flank might actually seal the deal right now. He gets out Alucard watching for the flank, unfortunately. I don't know how long he has been holding that for. Just down the flicky. ABX with the jumping shotgun. Takes Flicky down. Corny is doing the very interesting glitch. I don't think it will come into use, especially in a time like this. Very potential 11th coming on right now. Just anytime soon. Frozen is just trying to see whether he could juke Corny out. But Corny... The glitch will not be sparing Corny at all. The counter-terrorists decide to play this one slightly safer. I don't think they want to present themselves. They do not want to let an 8th appear on the board. Corny trying to see if he can catch anyone. At that B side by Frozen. On top of the boxes. Connects a nice headshot to Corny to get an 11th. Very heavy B defense going on right now. 3 towards his B side, but I don't think they are aware that it is actually an A hit. Ricardo trying to see whether he can open things up with a Vector. The nade does take him down to 8 HP. A very good nade coming out there from the CT responses. Dirty in a very interesting position to shut a few down. Spams will be coming in from the T's. The bomber will actually be entering first. Max pairing up with Dirty to rain down frags. It's just a sea of blue at the Q board right now. No response. Terry is trying to see whether they can make the most as he can. AVX, I think he actually got wall banged. Corny too. They are exchanging shots with each other. Corny is not able to take down one of him, although he was very close to taking off Ladder. And that's match point for EvG. They are very likely to get this final spot. They can secure themselves with the 600 Thank Mima coins. It's a very exciting match. Great plays coming up from both of these teams. They have their ups and downs. Now it seems like the terrorists are a little bit more split up. Double nades coming in from their B-lock position. I don't know what's up with the CTs and their long retakes, but Beast is able to catch Frozen. Oh, two of the CTs are just running out. At least the trade does come in, but oh, the game has now finally became more even. The nade will very shallow nade, doesn't really connect the B-long player. EvX in a prime position. I think you may have heard some sort of a rotate coming out here. Corny will actually be leaving that Heaven position. We do know that if you do get stuck, there is no real chances of you winning this time. Beast coming up with flank of his own. Maybe he can take down Flatter, but Flatter just inching away from Beast's flank. I don't know whether he's aware of this. It's just a little bit humorous, don't you think? He's still unaware of that B-long push. And Max actually coming in with the Heaven shutdown. All players from Heaven is taken down. Just Beast trying to see if he can catch anyone off guard. Flatter with the terrible timing right there. Unfortunate for him. He actually holds one more down to that B position. Nearly connects a third frag onto EvX. And now he's just down to a 1v1. It's a do or die situation for Corny. He has to win this one. Let's see how they both decide to play this 1v1 now.
Bomb has been planted.
Now EvX finally getting a little bit of a hint that Corny just waving the flags. Come at me, I'm at A. Corny had a very close up position, but does he know that EvX will actually be coming from the long way, and that's CT. He's holding a very nice position. It's headshot versus headshot position. EvX should be able to clear this one out. It seems like he's having a little bit lag difficulties himself, and there we go. That's Clan Wars upper bracket finals for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Bomb has been defused.
Woo! Right down to the wire, and that's GG's. Do not worry yet, boys. We still have lower bracket finals coming in. In fact, they are not fully eliminated. I would love to see a revenge sort of play coming in. Flatter expected. Very nice MVP coming up from him. I look at he played to his fullest, but unable to get a win for his team right there, unfortunately. And I guess that concludes our Clan Wars adventure for the upper brackets finals. We now hope to see what more Team EvG is able to do in the finals. And we might catch you next time on the lower bracket finals, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a nice time. We'll catch you on very soon. The finals will probably be more likely be tomorrow. Stay tuned. And goodbye.